Hey guys, it's Joe at Pick Dogs. Firstly, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. It is Sunday, May 8th. I hope you guys are having an incredible start to the morning. Now, this is Puckin Crazy, and what would Puckin Crazy be without talking NHL? That's what we're here to do, you guys. We got 4 great playoff games on the board today. And now we've already got one that has kicked off. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Boston Bruins did just kick off. Now, in this one, I'm going to let you guys know I've got the Carolina Hurricanes as a premium. So if you want to game a live bet this one right now, I really do think the Carolina Hurricanes are going to come out with the win today. I think they are just too strong. I know in the last game, the Boston Bruins, we were riding with the Boston Bruins in the last one. Came out getting a 4-2 win. That was their first home game. The Carolina Hurricanes lead the series 2-1. I think this team is just too deep. And the Bruins, I just can't see them getting this game won. Not 2 in a row. Maybe they come back and win the next, but I don't think so. I think Canes will take this in 5. So give me the Carolina Hurricanes here. They've been so strong on the road, 4-1 in their last 5 road games. I'm looking for them to completely limit the Boston Bruins' ability to get those shots on goal today. We know the Carolina Hurricanes are the number 1 defensive team in goals allowed and shots on goal, holding teams on the season to 2.44 goals and 28.2 shots on goal. Now we will have Ninos in here in 1 second, you guys. He is coming in. We try to get this show up as fast as we can on the weekend. It's just, I have been going a nonstop since the moment I woke up here, and we had to finish the premium, the VIP. You guys know my absolutely comes out, Brian's Fast 5. So we're here as soon as we can. I'm sorry I couldn't get you the Carolina Hurricanes before we went, before that one kicked off. Thank you, Russ, for joining me here today. Appreciate the happy Mother's Day. Gonna take my mom and my kids for brunch here shortly. So let's get into this. Yesterday, I hope you guys tailed those goalie props that I gave out for Jacob Markstrom and Jake Oettinger, both hitting the over in that. That was a fantastic game. I know Calgary didn't get the win, but what we saw out of these teams offensively was what I was expecting. That's why I was so worried about that total looking too easy at the under 5.5. So it was a great one. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you guys. Let's jump into, we'll look at the rest of the card. El Ninos will be in. The first game, the first game's kicked off. So the next game on the board at 4:30 Eastern, we have some time for this one. The Minnesota Wild taking on the St. Louis Blues. We have a total of 6.5 in this one. And this series is led by the Minnesota Wild. They are leading this one 2-1. Now, both have their top goalies expected in today, with Fleury expected for the Minnesota Wild. We know how strong he is. We know he can stand on his head. 2.84 goals against him on average this season. Husso for the St. Louis Blues, 25-7-6 on the season, 2.56 goals on average against him. But in this one, you guys, I still have to lean to the over. The total is 6.5, and I think both of these teams come out so strong. We saw in that last game, the Wild completely limit the St. Louis Blues, and I don't think we see it happening in this one. St. Louis, so strong offensively. This was a team that was known for its defense in the years past, but offensively, 3.77 goals per game on average, while the Minnesota Wild, 3.72. Both of these teams are allowing the goals as well, with the Wild coming in at that 3.04 and the St. Louis Blues at 2.91. So I think we've got a strong play to this over 6.5. The over is 8-3 in the last 11 meetings, 4-1 in the Blues last 5 at home as well, 6-2 in the Blues last 8 versus the Central. I know this is playoff hockey. We saw every single game yesterday go over that total. And this could be another opportunity for these games to go over in this one. I was looking at the first period over for this matchup as well. Over 1.5 is a little highly juiced at -146, but I definitely think it's worth it. I see both of these teams coming out hard and fast. I lean towards the St. Louis Blues to get the win in this one. I think St. Louis will just come out so strong. at home. They lost that last one at home. They won one in Minnesota. So I think this is a great opportunity for them to bounce back. One of the player props I was looking at in this one is Ryan Hartman of the Minnesota Wild. I love the value we're getting here. Assists. I'm seeing goals. So shots on goal, player goals, always great value, and assists, great value. So his over 0.5 assists is plus 180. Now, this has hit in 4 of his last 5 games. I definitely think we can see Ryan Hartman getting an assist today. Take him for an anytime goal as well. I think we could see that coming in nicely. The next game on the board is the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, surprisingly, the Leafs are up in this series, you guys. This is one thing I didn't expect to see. They're leading this series 2-1. They won the first game, the opening game of the series, getting a shutout win. 5-0. Tampa then answered back in the second game, winning that one 5-3. And then the Toronto Maple Leafs won game 3, 5-2. Really interesting that each team that has won that game has got those 5 goals. Weird trend going on there. So if you think the Tampa Bay Lightning can win this one, or the Toronto Maple Leafs, might be worth sprinkling a little bit of money on that. Their total of 5 or exact score here. So taking them at 5 and then the other team probably at 3, I would lean on. But in this one, I am looking at the over. I am looking at the Tampa Bay Lightning to come out strong. Now, they lost that first home game. I just think they will answer back in this one. I think this series goes deep. I think we go all the way to 7 here. So give me the Tampa Bay Lightning at the minus 120, I believe it's at. I know the Leafs are so strong over the Tampa Bay Lightning. They've gone 5-2 in the last 7 meetings, 4-1 in the last 5 in Tampa. And on the road team in this matchup is 9-4. Let's bring Ninos in. Maybe he has some thoughts on this. He just popped into the green room, you guys. Here he is. Hey, Al, how's it going?
Going good. How are you, Joe?
I am doing a fantastic. So I'm just right now talking the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm leaning on the over 6.5. I really do think the Lightning answer back. I think this series goes deep. I don't see them getting blown out of the water. I'm really interested on if we could do an exact score prop in this, because every team that's won it has got those 5 goals. What do you think? Could this be another 5-3 win for the Tampa Bay Lightning, or what are you looking at for free play here?
Well, I don't know if I'm good enough to call exact scores, although I have been guilty of that in the past. Not that I do it often at all, but I do like the over a lot, though. I think actually that's going to be quite a theme in most of these games today. And if you like goals and you like some action, I think these are the games you want to be watching today.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw every single game go over that total yesterday. So that was really interesting to see when they're all over games.
Yeah.
But we could see it again.
Yeah, I really thought the under would come in that Calgary game, but yeah, it barely crept over at the very end there. You're right to stay off it for a change, so good call on that one.
Yeah, and then we got both of those goalie props hitting nicely to their over in saves. We knew that Calgary and Dallas both have strong offenses. Those first 2 games, they just weren't opening up, and it was great to see that puck movement start flowing for them. Sad to see Calgary lose yesterday, but I definitely do think we're in for a fantastic game 4.
Yeah, all these games should be actually really exciting today.
Absolutely. So we did quickly
Oh,
touch
and
on.
sorry, tomorrow as well. Yeah, sorry, but yes.
Yeah,
That
tomorrow will be great.
that
Tomorrow's will be
series is.
great tomorrow. That's a good sentence I formed there. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Boston Bruins already in play, Al. Is there anything that you would look at right now for live betting? It's still 0-0. I told everyone I do have a premium on the Canes here. I do think they get the win. So right now, if Boston goes up, I would live bet it.
Yeah, I agree, and I would look at their price now. I think they're in a good spot here to get the job done. Obviously, they finally let Boston get one on them in the last one. And you'll think the Bruins should come out all out again and, try to get the job done at home and, try to even the series up before headed back to Carolina. But they have some pretty concerning injuries today. And I think that might just cost them. They have some injuries on defense that I'm pretty concerned about today. So I do think the Hurricanes are the right side.
Yeah, absolutely. The total in this one does scare me if the Canes defense does come out completely solid. The one thing I was looking that I forgot to add earlier, you guys, is the Canes team total over 2.5. It's minus 132. I definitely do see with their offensive abilities them putting up 3 goals on the Boston Bruins today. So that's the only other thing I was looking at there. The Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues. Al, we quickly covered this. I'm leaning on the over as well. I think we got a higher scoring one. There's value on the over in the first period, over 1.5 at minus 146, although it's getting to the high end. And I'm leaning on St. Louis, but Ryan Hartman for an assist. Any thoughts on this one?
Again, I can't go against the over, although it is my it's my least favorite of the overs, but I would go over if I played this total. And I would have to disagree with you on the side here. I just think, yes, home ice should play a huge role in this series, but I do think the Wild are the better team. So
You
Blues
think Wild
obviously.
finish it in 5 then?
I don't know. I don't know. I said home ice could be huge here. It's not a big play for me, but it is a lean to the Wild if I had to bet this game.
Okay. And then the last game on the board, everyone, we've got it kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a good one. Edmonton Oilers taking on the LA Kings. LA Kings at home plus 140 here, minus 161 for the Edmonton Oilers. Now we've got a total of 6.5 in this one. This will be an interesting one. Mike Smith in goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Jonathan Quick for the LA Kings. We saw the Kings fall apart in the last game. What do you think here?
Yeah, Oilers have looked dominant since that first game one that was really close. But I would look at again, I really like this over here.
Yeah.
Mike Smith is not the best goalie in the league. And we've seen these teams score, so I don't think that changes in this one. So give me the over here.
Yeah, I like the over as well. I think it's a really strong play to this over. I was trying to find goalie props for both of these goalies. Wasn't able to find Jonathan Quick. Mike Smith, his saved shots on goal is 30.5 today. Now, really interesting. I think the Kings are going to come out stronger in this game. Don't know if they can pull off the win. They need to get these shots on goal to win. The game they did win, they had 46 shots, or sorry, the last game they lost. They still had 46 shots on goal on Mike Smith. He saved 44 of those. So I think we can take the over. I think they're going to find those shots on goal. We have an Edmonton Oilers team that is allowing on average 32.3 shots on goal on the season. So the over 30.5 just seems too easy that he will save over 30.5 because he has been standing on his head. And if they make 46 shots again, he's not going to let in 16. So we have a Kings team that is finding those shots on goal here. So I like it.
I do like that. I do like that look. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Kings on the season have averaged 34.9 shots on goal. So even if they get their average here and he lets in 3, and this is a 5-3 game or whatever, we're still getting that shots on goal saved. So I like it.
Yep. Yep.
One other thing we could look at, the LA Kings team total is 2.5. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm going to stay off that. I think I'm just going to play the total of this game. We've seen Edmonton's offense just come out so brutally strong. I'm just going to rely on the shots on goal here for the Kings. Anything else you got in this one, Al?
No, yeah, that team total is way too juiced for me. For the over 2.5 for the Kings. So yeah, I just like the whole game to go over. I mean, if they get 3 goals, this game should go over. So, no, I said I think we're gonna see a lot of goals today. Should be some fun hockey, a lot of competitive games too. But yeah, I like a lot of goals to be scored today.
Absolutely. So do I. I think we're definitely in for a fun day of NHL. It will be on where I'm at brunch. So my mom will know I'm yelling at the TV for a reason. Let's just quickly look. The Carolina Hurricanes, Boston Bruins are still 0-0 with 9 minutes left in the first. Let's just throw out what your best free plays were in this. We'll just do a quick recap. In the Canes and the Bruins, I would live bet the Carolina Hurricanes if you can get them right now and over the 2.5. I do think they have a solid day. What were you liking there for the free play, Al?
I like the Hurricanes. Let me trying to see what the live numbers are right now for the total, because I did like this game to go over. Now I'm trying to see what the numbers are. It's still 5.5. I mean, it's all locked up. I'm not seeing how juiced any of that is on this
Okay.
book. Let me see. But yeah, I again at this point, I guess I could only recommend the Hurricanes side.
Oh. Okay, Minnesota Wild, St. Louis Blues. You guys, I'm riding on the over 6.5 with a lean on the St. Louis Blues. First period over 1.5. If you can get a little bit lighter juice, I'd like it more. Minus 146. Al, what's your best free plays in there?
I like the Wild and the over in this one.
Okay, Toronto Maple Leafs, Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to ride the over 6.5. I think the Lightning do have a solid game in this one, so I'm looking at them on the money line. And correct goal or correct score 5-3 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's what I'm going with. What have you got, Al?
Yeah, I think the Lightning do have to come out and play some of their best hockey tonight. Obviously, they don't want to go down 3-1 before headed back to Toronto. So I think they come out with a sense of urgency and get the job done. And I can't disagree with the over.
Okay, awesome. And then last but not least, the Edmonton Oilers taking on the LA Kings. I'm going to go with the over 6.5. I'm also going to go with a goalie prop. If Mike Smith shots on goal saved over 30.5, it's minus 128 for over 30.5. Al?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over in this game.
Awesome. One more player prop I had was Ryan Hartman of the Minnesota Wild for his assists over 0.5. That pays you. Let me just look, plus 180. So you guys, that was it for Puckin Crazy. Al, any last words before we get off air here?
No, yeah, just looking forward to some great hockey.
Okay. Well, you
Enjoy the
guys, all the
games.
best. Yeah, all the best in all of your bets. If you're looking for Al's premium picks or mine, head on over to pickdogs.com. Better yet, pair us up. 2-for-1 capper deal. We are running a 15% off for the month of May. The promo code is May15. Altogether, MAY15. So you guys, check it out. Al, anything on the board for sale for you right now?
Yeah, I do have. Is it still up? Yeah, I have a 5 pack actually. 3 in the MLB, my best bet in the NHL, best in the NBA. You can get them all in the 5 pack, but I do have some extra plays in baseball for everyone on the long-term passes. So as Joe said, your best deal is probably getting one of those 2-for-1 capper specials.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a fantastic day. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Al, thank you so much for joining me on your Sunday here on Puckin Crazy. You guys have a fantastic day. Keep smiling and you know the drill. Let's make some freaking money. Bye, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.